Hey everybody, thanks for joining. Super excited to show off what we've got going with the new DBP 9.0 front end. So give me a little bit of leeway here. We're still working on different spacing and font elements and whatnot. So you may see a few things here and there that don't quite line up, but that'll all be worked out once we're actually building out your particular install. So we're just kind of working off of our demo site right now. Wanted to give you kind of a full walkthrough of different things that have changed and different procedures for sign up, shopping, etc. It kind of starts with the home page. You'll see here right off the bat we've got please enter your delivery address. That's present throughout the site. If you haven't entered a delivery address yet, we're heavily integrated with Google now, so we do address checking. So when you start typing in your address, it's going to do a check and let you choose a match, etc. Our home page has changed quite a bit. The site in general is really built for mobile first and then desktops, which is a pretty cool experience. But you'll see as you scroll down the home page, you've got your typical kind of slideshow action with different value statements and calls to action. That's a section you can choose to have or not have on your install. Start getting into more of our mission type stuff. For your install or your company, this may be a different section that's featuring a producer of the month or something like that. All these sections are interswappable, and we can put whatever information we want to in them. But you'll see as the customer starts kind of investigating your company and trying to learn more about what you guys offer, there's different calls to action. So as they scroll down, we're presenting your categories in more of a visual fashion where you've uploaded a category icon for each of your categories, a call out to shop all products. Then you get into dynamic product as far as what you have on feature right now. Maybe some of those items are on sale. You could view all and go straight into the entire category of featured products. Again, as you start scrolling down, you're going to see new products. So that would be your new products category that you guys have set up. And then as you go down, you get into sale items or specials, and then a shop all products call out. And then we've kind of designated a section to customer testimonials. We found that that's really important. For a lot of the companies we've got that are making use of those, you see an increase in their average order totals and their sign-up rates. And then as you get beyond that, maybe a reinforcement statement about your offer. Again, all these sections are kind of, do you need it, do you not need it, what kind of info do you want to put in there? And then if you've got different companies that use your products that you want to highlight, obviously a section kind of highlighting what those particular companies are, whether it's the logo or a quick bio or a picture of the family, etc. And then as you start getting towards the bottom of the page, you've got more of a call out of first time registration, first time order special, coupon code, that type of thing. And then more of your footer navigation. We've got newsletter sign up built into all of our 9.0 installs, so people can sign up for just the newsletter by itself. Just kind of scrolling back up to the top here, we'll take a look at some of the other things you can do. If we go directly to sign in, for example, you'll see we've separated this page into create account, log in. If you've forgotten your username or password, you'll see that happens on the same exact page you're sitting on versus previously you'd gone to a new page. Creating an account is now a 3-step process, and you can get there either just by going directly to register, or eventually you'll be prompted to register as you're shopping. So in essence, we're collecting delivery information up front. Let's check and see if they're in the delivery area, and then you'd get into personal information and then payment information from there. So that's really helped break up the process. Again, you can register either way, whether you're shopping or going directly to registration. We've kind of got a built-in producers page or suppliers page now that you can make use of, where if you want to list out the different suppliers or farms that deal with and have kind of a quick bio, a quick picture, and then click into it and see all of their particular products, you're able to do that kind of out of the box now. Gift cards, pretty much every piece of the system has been touched. So gift cards are more beautiful, easier to fill out, easier to purchase. As we just kind of browse around the store and shop, you'll see that we've got a much different layout now than we previously had. Very much visual. You've got the options for every week, this week, next week, depending on how the product's set up, right off the bat. So you can see all your different recurring options and one-time options. We've also got detail pages of all these built in. So for example, when you click into a particular product, you're going to see the detailed view of not only the bigger image, but maybe the description, the supplier information if you've provided that. We've built in a tool where you can add as many tabs here on the product detail page as you want. So if you want to list out a recipe or storage tips, things like that, you can add other tabs to the product detail page. You'll see that we've also got different layouts of the store. Some shop layouts are going to make use of top navigation, some will make use of left navigation, some will make use of category images instead of just category text. So it's very modular in how the front end's been set up. The customers also have some different views that they can set up. So you'll see I could go into list view here, and that would list out the products instead of grid view. You can go back to grid view. You can sort by default, which is the way admins have sorted the products in the back end, or you could do title or price. You can choose how many to show per page. All the product display is paginated now. You'll see subcategories and how those are set up, and subcategories. So a lot of different things have changed here on the front end. As we go in here and we start bouncing around, keep in mind I'm not a logged in customer. I haven't entered an address yet. So I'm kind of an anonymous user. So if I was just kind of bouncing around through your different product offerings and I said, gosh, I like this large mixed products box. When I click add to delivery, you'll see it says, hey, you've got to verify your delivery address. And if I click that, it would just bounce me back to the top. You'll see it puts my cursor in the focus for please enter your delivery address. So that's kind of the first step you have to complete, is you've got to make sure you're in the delivery area. And that's something we want to make clear to customers kind of up front, so that they don't waste time setting up a profile and all that other stuff before they find out that they're not in the delivery area. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in some type of address, and we'll see if it's in the delivery area. So how about this one? You'll see it came up with matches. It's looking to Google and saying, hey, does this address exist, and coming up with a match that you have to select. Once you select it, you get instant feedback as far as, am I in the delivery area, am I not in the delivery area, etc. And those variables are customizable. So we found out that I'm in the delivery area. That's great. Now I can actually start shopping. So we could obviously bounce through any of the different categories we've got, add any of these items. Ground beef, that's set up as a pre-order, so it's got special rules. So if we add to order on that, it'll tell you that in the overlay now. So any product that has some type of special rule, it's only available on certain dates, or it's a pre-order, or you have to order it in certain increments, anything like that happens in the overlay, lets the customer know what's going on. So I'm going to choose this head cheese. It looks like I'm past the cutoff time for this week, so I can't select this week. That's disabled. When I click add to delivery, you'll see it just says 1 added to delivery right over the product image. Pretty slick, a nice visual. So as you bounce through here, I could start adding delivery on several of these, and you can always see visually what's been added to your order. You'll see we've now got a cart icon, a full cart system. So if I click this cart up here, bounces out and shows me, hey, here's what's in your particular cart. I'm dealing with next week's delivery because I'm past this week's delivery. So that's what's indicated up here at the top. Obviously we can remove items, we can change quantities and whatnot, or we could check out. So you're able to add both one-time items still as well as recurring items. The other checkbox here, if I checkbox that allows us to do some other stuff as far as add it as a one-time to any of my upcoming deliveries, just like you can now, but kind of a slightly different interface. If I choose something that's recurring, like weekly, and then add to delivery, it's still going to ask me when I want to start that delivery. So I want to start it the week of November 11th or the 9th, etc. So any of that stuff that I add, let's say I add this as a recurring weekly, you'll see once we go to our cart, that's indicated in an other items you added section. So you've got your next week's delivery that you're seeing, as well as other items you added at maybe a weekly frequency or to an order in the future. So at any time we could check out, deliver my stuff. I want to show you guys kind of that methodology and how it works. When I click deliver my stuff, It knows that I've already entered this address up here. That's kind of retained throughout the system. And we could change that address in any time if I messed it up and needed to choose a different one. You'll see it's kind of a typical shopping cart where I can remove items, I can change quantities, continue shopping, clear the delivery, that type of stuff. We've added in some other things like delivery summary, your next delivery date, where it's being delivered to, your cutoff time. Keep in mind we haven't created the order yet. Nothing's happened yet in the back end, so we don't do that now until we fully check out. And then it shows us the other items that we added, those carrots that I had on a weekly basis. So if I check out at this point, now it's going to take us to, hey, you've got to create an account to set up delivery. So it knows we've already entered our address up here, so it's going to skip that step. That was step 1. It's now completed. Now all we have to do is enter in the rest of our details. So I'm going to pop in all of our details. I'll put in Judd 2 because I think I've probably got an existing account in here. See, it formats the phone number for you and all that fancy stuff. We hit continue. Offers us the chance to put in a different billing address than delivery address. Otherwise, a different delivery address than billing address. Otherwise, we can use the same address. And then payment method. Right now, credit card is the only thing that's available. We're not hooked into a credit card function right now for the demo site, but typically that's going to pop up and allow you to enter your credit card details, very similar to what we do now. Authorize.net, Stripe, etc. You enter your details. Once you finish, you actually get a receipt page now. And I'll be putting out a video later once we've got this hooked into an actual merchant account. But the receipt page shows you, different variables like your name, what you ordered, your delivery date, the cutoff time, all those different things. And then it also embeds the thanks for registering page in there. So any verbiage you guys want to have included as far as instructions, marketing, education, all of that can be embedded directly in the receipt page. So the customer gets a receipt right after they check out. So they could continue shopping at that point, go kind of back through the checkout process if they wanted to. Otherwise, they close the browser, they're good to go. Each time they come back, they're going to go through that same methodology. If they log in, obviously they don't have to enter any of their address information or their personal information. They'll just check out. It'll give them the receipt page and the orders created. But in that way, we've really allowed the customers kind of bounce around, create an order, look at the order, make some decisions before they kind of finalize it. So that's all really exciting stuff. I think it's going to increase average order totals, make it easier for customers to register, understand what's going on, really let you guys focus on sending people to the site and getting them signed up. Lots of other ancillary things that have been added as far as you see how the image blows up when you mouse over it. You'll see that there's also a section on the detail page here of customers also added these items. Those are your cross-sells. If you don't have cross-sells set up, we automatically show the top sellers for that particular category that this item's in. So as much as we can, we're pushing dynamic data to the customer. So we're doing more marketing dynamically and automatically for you. And I think that as the weeks go by here, as you guys are upgrading or coming on board, you're going to see that there are a lot of other tweaks and bells and whistles that we're going to be adding in here, whether that's customer reviews or the ability to have friend referral programs that are more in depth where each customer has a specific account they can look at. We're going to be adding all sorts of different things, and having everybody on the same kind of front-end platform is going to allow us to roll all of that out to the entire customer base so everybody benefits kind of all at once. So super excited to get you guys on board. Hope you like what you see. As we add other things in the admin backends, there's a change log, and you'll see that that's being updated, and so you'll see some of the things that get added. But most of them are going to be centered around how do we make it easier for customers, how do we make it more marketable, how do we make it easier to sign up, etc. So super excited you guys have decided to come on board, and let us know your feedback as you get there. So wanted to also show you guys what it looks like when you're logged in as an existing customer, just so you can kind of see how that's changed too. We've got quite a few different things in our cart. If I go to my account here, you'll see we've got personal info, payment settings, vacations, upcoming orders, recurring orders, order history, preferences. So if I go into personal info, for example, you'll see that this just gives us the opportunity to update any of our personal info, first name, last name, email address, our upcoming deliveries. It's going to show us a quick list of anything that we have upcoming. So my next week delivery, Saturday, October 29th, is my cutoff time. Shows us what's coming, and then a delivery summary, etc. Other items you've added may be recurring weekly items, items in the future, etc. So it gives you a great breakdown of any of that type of information with your upcoming deliveries, as far as your personal info as well. You can get into your payment info, easily update your delivery address, your billing address, your credit card details, vacation stops, very similar to what we had before, where you're going to be using pop-up calendars to set your leave and return date, recurring items. Again, shows any item that you have on a recurring weekly or other, bi-weekly or once per month basis. Delivery history, just a history of all the different orders you've got. Shows what's paid, shows what's past due, all those types of things. Preferences gets down to newsletter subscriptions, like the general news list, notification preferences as far as when you get those delivery reminder emails, if you use likes and dislikes, which of those are set up. So we've broken the account area into several different groups that allows you to update very specific information. Just kind of breaks it down. So wanted you guys to kind of see what that looked like. Beyond that, the experience is the exact same. A customer that's not logged in, so they can add to cart, they can check out, all those different types of things are available. They just don't have to fill out the steps where they've got their address and their personal information, etc. So that's kind of what it looks like as a logged in customer. We've broken out the account area. They still have the checkout functions and all the typical things that you would have as a not logged in customer. And again, that way they can browse around, assemble some things, look at the order totals, see how much they're spending, make some decisions before they actually commit to I'm placing this order.